summation, Risk and Reward pay-per-view was a huge success, I would say. There are some issues that we do have to deal with, but overall, the superstars involved did a great job, and I wanted to say how proud I am of all of them for their proud work at the brand representation. Whether or not we get another pay-per-view in the future, we will have to wait and see. But speaking of the pay-per-view, I know you're all eager and excited to see what happens with each briefcase and who will be getting fired or getting title matches, but I'm going to have to keep you waiting until the end of the show to find out the results of the Feast of Fired match. But first, I wanted to update you all on the situation with Nicky Hagan. So far, he is still in shock and beaten so badly that we actually haven't got him to speak to us yet. But if we can get him to talk by next week, we will have him return to tell us all what really went down and what happened to him. But as far as his health overall, he is hurt pretty bad, but he is going to be okay. Just out of action for quite some time, I think. Amari Williams, if I find out you had anything to do with his abduction, or I find out you arranged for his interruption in your match, I will strip you of the title on the spot and fire you. We will keep you updated on the situation as we know more. That's all for now, everybody. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Darren Jacobs and welcome to the first Revolution episode following the incredibly successful Risk and Reward pay-per-view. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but now we are back on the Revolution trail, as after the consequences of Risk and Reward pay-per-view, we've got plenty of action to come, including later on tonight we will find out what is in each of the 4 briefcases that were won in the Risk and Reward Feast and Fired match. We'll have to wait and see, but first off tonight, the beginning of a debut versus debut matchup for everybody involved in these matchups. They are fighting for a contract, and you'll be starting to see a couple of these over the next couple of weeks. The first person now you may recognize is Designer Kai. Now, Designer Kai, it's been a long time since we've seen him. All the way back in Road to Glory Season 1 was the first time we ever saw Designer Kai. However, he was eliminated from the tournament in the semi-finals via disqualification after he was attacking the inevitable winner of James Rowley with a steel chair under the orders of his mentor, Coach Wilson. And, I'm not sure how happy he feels about that, being caught on that. Coach Wilson was supposed to make the distraction. He didn't exactly do a great job. But tonight he's up against a brand newcomer here in the WIW universe, yet to debut in anything. His name is Jacobs Cassidy, and he is here fighting for a contract as well. Remember, the winner will receive a WIW Revolution temporary contract. The loser will be going home, and we've got plenty of these to go through because I know there are still bundles of applications, and believe me, we are trying to get through as many as possible, but not everybody's going to make the cut. But these two have a prime opportunity to do that here tonight. Here we go. The bell rings, and we will find out who is going to be able to get themselves a WIW contract here. And a strong start by Designer Kai with the leg drop. And Designer Kai, we've had the privilege of seeing what he is capable of here in WIW. We've seen some of his work before, and we'll have to wait and see what he can produce here tonight. Of course, he's made it clear that he's not shy of using a steel chair, but maybe he's changed his way. Maybe he's learned his lesson after trying to use it in the Road to Glory tournament. Beautiful Hurricane Rana there by Jacobs Cassidy. And Designer Kai, we've seen what kind of wrestler he is. He's a fantastic wrestler. However, of course, he got carried away trying to do whatever it took to win the tournament. He can't afford to make that same risk and mistake again if he wants a contract here in WIW. That's a massive spine buster, and he senses that as well. Straight into the cover. He's only going to get a 1 count in this early stage. And Designer Kai may be a familiar face here in WIW to some of you. However, of course, he might not be a familiar face to Jacobs Cassidy, nor is Jacobs Cassidy a familiar face to anyone else. Jacobs Cassidy is first time ever here on WIW television, so we're not quite sure what to expect from him. But right now, we'll have to see what he does. Right now, he's off to a terrible start. Designer Kai in complete control of the situation currently. But Cassidy now starting to get some offense in. And now Cassidy to the opposite side of the ropes. Looks like he's going to fly here. Cassidy not shying away from these early springboard moves and a drop kick there to Designer Kai. They tried to pick him back up to get straight back on the offensive, but Designer Kai was having none of it. Went for a suplex, well countered by Cassidy. And Designer Kai, after a strong start here, is now on the back foot. And all of a sudden, Jacobs Cassidy is really starting to bring the heat back here in this matchup. Cassidy, once again, trying to pick him back up and stay in control, but Designer Kai once again had it well scouted, and for a third time, with his leg dropped to the back of the head, Cassidy really needs to scout that move, or he's going to have some serious head damage at the end of this. Designer Kai trying to get him up there, trying to get him to the top rope. Instead, he counters, and now a counter of his own. Can he capitalize on that? Irish whip to the corner again. He clearly has something in mind here, and he sends him to the top rope. What does Designer Kai have in mind? Kai setting him up, and this is dangerous territory here. What's Designer Kai thinking? Look at this. And oh my goodness! Designer Kai with a beautiful Spanish fly off the top rope. And now Kai looking to finish him off here. And oh my god! Plants him down on his neck. Just like Alex Corzo on the main roster. Slams him down and into the cover. Is that enough to get rid of Jacobs Cassidy? It's early days in this match and it's only a 2 count. But promising signs from Designer Kai straight out the gate. And now look at Cassidy. Now knows he's in trouble here. Needs to fight back. Tries to get behind for a neck breaker and he connects as well. Cassidy needs to land something big now to get him back on track. This is the way to do it. What a beautiful little comeback sequence this has been from him here. And Cassidy is fighting back strong. And Designer Kai needs to be a bit worried now. Spun around there on the strike. And now he's countering himself. He can't afford to let the momentum shift after such a good start. Has him in the corner. Backs himself out of the corner. Oh, and a massive back breaker. And straight into the cover. Is that enough to advance? No, it's not. Remember, the winner of this match gets themselves a contract. And Designer Kai, with that kick to the gut there, saying, listen, mate, I don't care who you are. I'm doing what I need to get this contract. Can Designer Kai do that, though? We'll have to wait and see. There's a neck snap. And a big kick to the back, but look at that, Cassidy not staying down for it. Cassidy now with some strikes and some kicks, trying to get himself back into the swing of things here. Has him in the corner, once again Kai with a counter, and he sends him to the opposite corner. Kai gonna set him up again, oh no, and if this is a second one, this could be lights out here for Jacobs Cassidy. To the top again, in quick fashion this time, looking for another Spanish fly off the top. And straight into the cover, and that should be lights out for Cassidy, and it is. Designer Kai, welcome to Revolution. Designer Kai with a fantastic performance there, beating Cassidy, and with that Spanish fly to get the job done. Very nicely done, beautifully placed. And Designer Kai, a man we've seen in Season 1, shows exactly why he made it past the first round. Hopefully he's learned his lesson. He won't make the same mistake of trying to do more damage again by using steel chairs and cheap shots. We'll have to wait and see how Designer Kai has changed, or if he's changed at all. But a huge victory here tonight for Designer Kai. And look at this. Brought himself his own little party here. Designer Kai. Well, I guess when you're rocking designer brands, you can afford to have some women with you. And Designer Kai celebrating this huge victory. He is your newest Revolution superstar. A big win for Designer Kai here tonight. What does the future hold for this man now that he's back in the WIW scene? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But a huge win tonight for Designer Kai nonetheless. But we've got plenty more action to come, as I've mentioned. So let's crack on with the rest of this amazing show. Next up tonight, some tag team action. And we get to see once again the tag team champions in action following their huge successful victory against the Party Express in their first title defense as the Revolution tag Team Champions. They did a fantastic job in that matchup. They looked like at times, though, they were going to lose it. I've got to tell you, that was the closest that I have ever seen them coming to a loss here in Revolution so far. It's still early days, but so far, the undefeated and undisputed Revolution Tag Team Champions, Alex Wolf and Dustin Kane, the Immortals, make their way down to the ring again for some action. No rest for the weary. And they want to be dominant champs. They want to take on everyone in the tag division. And if someone can beat them, you've got to imagine that's going to instantly propel them up to the top of the card and to maybe, just maybe, a tag team championship opportunity. But these two, as we've seen so far, they are a no-nonsense team. They will do whatever they have to and get out. They'll get in, get the job done, and they leave with the titles. And tonight, I'm sure that'll be no different for Wolf and Kane, who are looking to solidify themselves here in the tag division. They're already the tag champs. They've already knocked off one challenger. And we know that soon enough, some other hungry team is going to be coming for them titles. And of course, they know that one of the briefcases that has been won by someone today has a shot guaranteed at their tag team championships. So whoever gets that is coming for the tag team championships. And they won't even know when. They're only going to be told maybe a week or two in advance that they're going to be cashing in. So they need to keep their eyes sharp, and they need to keep themselves sharp in the ring, which is exactly why they have asked for some action here tonight. Didn't want to waste another second on the shelf, especially after the big victory that they just had. And for the Party Express, we'll have to see how they bounce back in the next couple of weeks, but they proved themselves to be the top contenders. Can someone else do that? Such as these two, Jack Wyatt and Nick Hemmerling, otherwise known as the Aussie Brawlers. Now, they haven't got off the best of starts as life in the tag team action, especially considering Nick Hemmerling was a finalist in the Road to Glory Season 2 tournament and almost ended up on the main roster. But Jack Wyatt, he hasn't really actually been holding up his end of the team. Nick Hemmerling hasn't had a lot of time in the ring, and that is to be said the least. But it's still early days for these two. They've only really been in two separate tag team matches. But now tonight, maybe they can propel themselves all the way up to #1 contendership should they be able to knock off the tag team champions here tonight. And Nick Hemmerling, we know he's capable of success. We've seen it with our own eyes in the Road to Glory tournament. Let's see if they can work together here, the two MMA fighters, to get the job done. Looks like Alex Wolf is going to start this one off. And Nick Hemmerling, interestingly enough, going to start this one off for his team as well. And look at this. And that is exactly why you'd want someone like him starting. Nick Hemmerling, I only have fond memories of in the WIW tournament. Oh my god, big boot to the jaw. And actually, I just realized that that's not Nick Hemmerling that's starting. It's Jack Wyatt, isn't it? That made a mistake there, but still, only fond memories of Nick Hemmerling. But Jack Wyatt hasn't exactly had the best start to life here in WIW. And we'll be looking to turn that around. And what a drop kick there off the counter. And this is the thing with Wolf and Kane. They don't mess around. They don't take all day about what they're trying to do. They get in, get the job done, and get out. Like I say, they're a no-nonsense team. Tag is made already. And a quick tag as well. And now what are they thinking? Oh, we saw this at risk and reward. Insecurity and knee combination. And following through with a Northern Light suplex. What a start it's been here from Wolf and Kane. And Kane coming in now for the first time in this contest. And flips over the top rope. And of course, we know that there are quite a few teams that are still yet to compete for the title. Mutually Assured Destruction actually showed up as a credible threat in the Risk and Reward Feast and Fired match, but they didn't quite capitalize on the opportunity that presented themselves. Neither one of them was able to grab a briefcase. Jack Wyatt deciding he's had enough of this early proceedings. In comes the Road to Glory finalist Nick Hemmerling, who went for a big swing, but was prevented in doing so there by Dustin Kane, who's just holding him there just to make sure. But look at that, gets rid of his tag partner. That's the way to do it. Oh my god, a big knee lift. And this is what I'm talking about from the Immortals. Just dominant tag team work. It's almost as if they've been doing this for years. Well, we know they're a very successful team. And we know they're still, like I say, hungry teams coming after them. These two would love to get a chance here, the Aussie Brawlers, to get itself a shot at the Tag Team Championship. But right now, Kane and Wolf doing a fantastic job of staying in control in these early stages. And there's a sidewalk slam. Mutually assured destruction, they're emerging as a team. Whoever gets that briefcase of the tag team titles, they know that they are already in line for a title match, so they're going to have to make sure they keep an eye on whoever does that. Not that anyone who actually won a briefcase is currently part of a team, so they might not have to worry about that in the immediate future, but that's still something they've got to watch out for. And now someone they've got to watch out for is the amazing striking power of Nick Hemmerling, who backed him up into the corner, but that's wisely using the arm drag there to prevent any further strikes, because we know how lethal of a striker Nick Hemmerling can be. Right now in a bad place. Look at this. Look at how long Kane is leaving this suplex, hanging him in the air. This cannot be good for the bloodstream, and he slams him down. Kane doing a fantastic job here, in control, and now sending him to his teammate's corner. Might be looking to make the tag. Instead, well countered, and Hemmerling showing exactly how powerful his punch is there. Stunned Dustin Kane. And now Nick Hemmerling might be able to show what he can do. Get some more strikes, and he sends him to his corner. He's going to make the tag out, sensing he wasn't getting much control done either. In comes Jack Wyatt, and a beautiful double suplex there. Great teamwork from the Aussie Brawlers. Oh, well, look at that. Looking to make the tag now. Is he going to get it? Yes, he is. In comes Alex Wolf again, and a big knee strike lands to Wyatt. And Wyatt just seems not to be getting control of that matchup between him and Wolf. And two men down there on the outside. Right now, Wolf and Kane just trying to cement their legacy here in the tag team division. They took off their biggest threats in the Party Express. They've got plenty of other teams. The Birth, Los Jefes, Latinos. They've got plenty of people ready and waiting. But right now, they're showing that they're not scared of any team. Now submission hold applied. Jack Wyatt, how's he going to deal with the submission? His MMA background might help him here, but not enough. The Immortals, in quick fashion, in quite easy fashion to be fair, get rid of Jack Wyatt and Nick Hemmerling, and the tag team champions win again. Just a dominant force. They do it so easily. They really are too... Oh, look at this. Not necessary. Wyatt and Hemmerling now getting beaten down, despite the win occurring already. And the Immortals once again knock off another team. And I guess they're just planning to strike through every team in the tag division until they're all gone. Well, the Immortals stand supreme again. Who is going to stop these two? These two are looking incredible. I have never seen a tag team quite like these two come in and dominate as easily as they have done. But will Wolf and Kane stay up there forever? And who is ready to come and knock down the doors of the Immortals to take the tag team titles? Let's move on down the rest of tonight's card. I wanted to come out here and say thanks to everyone who supported me since I have arrived here. You all helped me reach the top and become the first ever women's champion here. Even when most people wrote me off, you all stood by me. But unfortunately at Risk and Reward, I let you all down. I am a little disappointed with myself because really I know I should have won that, and I know that I only have myself to blame. But nonetheless, I know when I'm beaten, so Gia Bianca, come out here so I can congratulate you in person before your match. Bianca, congratulations on becoming the women's champion. I wish I could say that you didn't deserve it, but the truth is that you did. winning 2 matches in one night must not have been easy for you, and so you have earned all the respect in the world from me. So well done, and I'm happy for you. But I hope you're still ready for a fight, because very soon I'm going to be cashing in my rematch clause, and I can't wait to go a few more rounds with you so I can get my title back. But for now, I say to you, well done. Thank you, Caitlyn, for your kind words. You two pushed me to my limits, and even though your reign was a small one, you have shown everyone how tough it is to make it to the top of the ladder and defend a title. I too look forward to our rematch, but unfortunately, honey, I know that the result won't change. I am the champion now, and I won't let anyone take this, but I do look forward to our rematch, and I wish you the best of luck. Now, if you don't mind, I have a match to do. Well, Bianca and Caitlin Hall. It all seems all fair between them. Seems like they're ready for a rematch with each other. And I guess we'll find out very soon when Caitlin Hall is ready to cash in her rematch clause. But tonight, she's got to face someone who has proven herself to be one of the top performers here in Revolution after her Feast and Fired victory. It is Little Miss Lightning in a Bottle, Codie Hale, who could be wrestling for the last time in her career here in WIW tonight, depending on how tonight's main event goes when she opens that briefcase. There is a 1 out of 4 possibility, a 25% chance that she could be going home and never to return here in WIW. But Codie Hale, following grabbing one of the briefcases in the Feast and Fired match, the only female entry in that match, and she managed to capture a briefcase. It was a big night for Codie Hale. But will tonight be a big night for her as well? We'll have to wait and see. But this is the first time she's faced in the women's division for quite some time. So we'll have to see how this one goes down. Bianca, first night as women's champion. We'll see how she does. Bell rings, and away we go between these two incredible talents. And a big suplex to start us off here from the women's champion. And the women's champion's not going to want to look too weak here tonight. She knows Caitlin Hall's watching now, as Caitlin Hall's already made it come out clear that she is ready for another rematch. The fight between Caitlin Hall and Bianca was an incredible one at Risk and Reward, and we had the first ever title change in Revolution history. There's a neck breaker by Bianca. And it led to that Bianca now becoming the champion, and now Bianca needs to show off her strength. Caitlin Hall was never great in non-title action. Bianca needs to be stronger, needs to send a message to the rest of her women's division. And of course, she knows very well that depending on how things go tonight, we could be seeing Codie Hale and Bianca face off for the Women's Championship again. As we know, Codie Hale, if she is to win a Revolution Championship shot, that will be converted into a Revolution Women's Championship opportunity. So it'll be interesting to see if she gets that. Of course, if she's fired, then she won't even have to worry about that. Oh, there's a neck breaker by Bianca. If she is fired, then she is not going to obviously do particularly well, because she won't be in WIW anymore. Tag team title shot. Well, there's only one tag division, so we'll have to wait and see what she does in that situation. And of course, she could still get a spot in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, which currently still has only one spot remaining, and both the men and the women's category. And we will find out who will fill that last spot on Friday Fight Night. But of course, tonight, one of those spots will be filled here by one of our Revolution briefcase holders. The Risk and Reward pay-per-view definitely was a strong night for the women. Bianca becoming the champion, and for Codie Hale to walk out with a briefcase after being the only female competitor in the match. She's holding her knee now. She's not off to a great start here. Bianca's doing a great job of keeping in control of the situation, and now she can try and get herself back in that. There's a suplex. And for Bianca now, she knows she's got a lot of hungry women stepping up. Remember, the Revolution division has over double-digit women. It's a stacked division, which is why you have to do something big to make yourself stand out, and that's exactly why Codie Hale took the risk at the pay-per-view's Feast and Fired match. Now Codie Hale, Little Miss Lightning in a Bottle, going to show her high-flying abilities off there with a beautiful elbow drop. Did you see the bounce that she got after that? And playing to the crowd, who have loved what Codie Hale's been doing over the last couple of weeks. She's definitely been an incredible influence on everyone here in WIW. She's shown what it means to be a true fighter. She has made it clear, no matter who she's fighting, she will fight anyone. And that means man or woman, monster or not, I don't know. She'll fight anyone, she's made it clear. Codie Hale counter there, and now she can fly off the top again with a beautiful drop kick. She went flying across the air there. And now Codie Hale, look at this, scooping up, looking for the DDT to the women's champion. And into the cover. That's the DDT that won her beat us before, but it's not beat her there. And of course, I wouldn't mean to beat Bianca, but it's won her matches in the past. But now, this might do it. Looking to fly over the ropes. Looking to connect with a beautiful diving swanton. Beautifully done. And is that enough? Has she beaten Bianca, the champ? No, she hasn't. Bianca gets the shoulder up just in time. But Codie Hale landing her best strike to the champ there. And the champ stays in it. Now what can the champ do? She needs to get some offense in, and she strikes quick. She doesn't want to waste any more time. Rolls through, looking for that super kick to the jaw, and Codie Hale falls. A big stomp to the jaw as well here. What an incredible contest this has been so far. It's been a tough night out for the first time as women's champion for Bianca. Can she find something now, though? Maybe to get rid of Hale. Hale with a counter, though. Hale went for the DDT again. Leg was caught, but she flips it out into a drop kick. And Codie Hale playing to the crowd again. Little Miss Lightning in a bottle is bringing the fight to the women's champion. But can she get the job done here against Bianca? Bianca is struggling to deal with the situation right now. Irish whip countered there by Bianca. Missed the grab there as Codie Hale ducked under the arm. But look at that, she gets caught anyway. Went for an SDO, well countered. And now flips into that DDT. Can she connect this time? She can. And straight into the cover. Surely that's it. Has the women's champion been defeated here tonight? She has. Codie Hale sending a huge warning to the Revolution Women's Champion. She knocks her off here tonight. Big victory. Bianca, that's not what she would have wanted to happen on her first night out. Bianca is defeated by Codie Hale. A huge victory for her here tonight. Against the champion, it was what she needed to do. And it was once again this DDT that gets the job done. And Codie Hale, Little Miss Lightning in a bottle, one of the 4 briefcase holders, gets the job done here tonight. A huge, momentous victory for her. But now what happens for Bianca? She knows Rachel Walker is already knocking on her door. And I guess assuming that Codie Hale survives the night with her job, it looks like Codie Hale could be on the fast track to a women's championship opportunity herself. Huge win tonight once again for Little Miss Lightning in a bottle. She is on a roll over the last couple of weeks and months. But now, we'll have to see what happens. What briefcase, well, what will be inside the briefcase of Codie Hale? Will she still keep her job? Or perhaps, maybe get a title shot? Maybe Bianca's title, maybe at the Immortals. We'll have to wait and see what she gets. I can't wait to open those briefcases. Let's move on down the rest of tonight's card. Next up tonight, it's a familiar man who has been out quite a bit, and look at the reaction already for this man, Charles Black, who upset the world by winning at the Risk and Reward pay-per-view after knocking off Cody Danger. And he managed to get the win that he was looking for after months of torment. He finally got to seek his revenge against Cody Danger for the loss he suffered way back in like week 3, I think, in Revolution's history. And it's still early history, but this is a man who has appeared quite a bit, and he's here once again to issue another open challenge. He may not be the champion, but he is knocking off some big names here in Revolution, making some huge waves. And if Charles Black continues on that momentum, who's to say he isn't going to be next in line for the Revolution Championship? But a big win for Charles Black could go a long way again here tonight. Who is ready to step up to Charles Black? And we've got to wait and see as the crowd eagerly anticipate the man making his way down to the ring now. And it's a man who we haven't actually seen much of yet here in WIW. But he is determined to prove what kind of superstar he can be as he makes his way down here to the night. Tonight here it is Chase Xander, who once again is chasing the Revolution dream. Again, can he get the job done here tonight? Chase Xander hasn't had much success here in WIW so far, but we know he can be a big star here in Revolution. He believes he can be a big star in Revolution, and to be honest, if you have self-confidence, well, that's the best thing you can have in wrestling, I tell you. Chase Xander stepping up here tonight to show what he can do against the Charles Black, who is in quite a bit of form here. He's won over the last couple of weeks, and of course, at risk and reward, he managed to get the job done. Luck is for losers, is what it says on the back of the shirt, on the back of his jacket. Will that prove to be true here, as Charles Black steps in the ring with Chase Xander? And here we go, the bell rings, and let's get this one underway. Will Charles Black be able to continue his momentum? Xander, not wasting any time here, to land a big strike, plants down the man that is Charles Black. And Charles Black has been issuing open challenges for weeks because he believes that he is the top dude here in WIW. He believes that he can be a big threat and that there aren't any real people who can beat him without interference. And so far, not many of his matches have actually had no interference. Charles Black just seems to be a man who is drawn to hatred, and I guess that's just because of the way he approaches himself. I mean, he trash talks the fans week in and week out. He attacks superstars backstage. He hunts them down, he fights them. And of course, poor Codie Danger was the latest victim added to his list. Chase Xander right now, trying to make sure he's not another victim added to that list. But Charles Black, for all of his dangerous... Oh my god, hang on. What's this? Colt Storm? What's Colt Storm doing? Oh, that's not a man that you want to mess with. And it looks like Colt Storm is here. Oh, but look at this! Xander now! Xander from behind! Gonna take advantage! Into the cover! To steal this match! It's only a 1. Luckily, he kicked out quick there. And Black gets straight back to work, but Colt Storm! What was he doing out here? Colt Storm sending a message to Charles Black, maybe. But look at this. Black's arm getting twisted and Xander working away on it. Now maybe Xander can take advantage of the opportunity he's been given by none other than Colt Storm. And that's not really Colt Storm's style. He's not really one of those people who just come for trash talking. He usually comes in, just destroys everyone and leaves. Well, maybe Charles Black caught him on a good day, but Charles Black has caught the attention of Colt Storm. And right now, he needs to pay attention to Chase Xander, who is in complete control of the situation since that distraction. To be honest, he was a bit in control before that as well. Chase Xander might be able to score his first Revolution victory here tonight, but Charles Black is shrugging him off. Can Chase Xander capitalize on this golden opportunity now? And a Russian leg sweep. And right as I was talking about everybody interfering in his matches and provoking everybody, once again he's done it. This time he's caught the attention of Colt Storm, who's not exactly the nicest bunny either. And Colt Storm and Charles Black there had a bit of a talking to one another, but nothing more. I wonder what that was all about. Colt Storm not much of a talker, so that's interesting. But I'll focus back in on this matchup right now, where Charles Black is getting his arse handed to him, quite frankly, and a lawn dart to the jaw as he's hit right into the steel ring post. And Chase Xander is taking full advantage here of everything that's happened. Oh, planting him down there, face first. Chase Xander is in complete control. Can Charles Black somehow fight him off here and find something to get him back in this? Looking for a sidewalk slam. Connects perfectly on that one. And stares down at Chase Xander. He's not happy about how Chase has conducted himself in this matchup. Charles Black playing to the crowd, telling him to shut up once again. He really doesn't like the crowd, does he? But he's showing off his wrestling ability once again. This is what I was going to say. Despite all his antics, you can't argue that Charles Black is a dangerous man in the ring. And once again, a hostile reception from the crowd. And now being brought back to his feet. And oh, we've seen this. Looking for that scoop up powerbomb. Planting him down. And that's what beat Codie Danger. Is it enough to beat Xander? It's a 2 count. If that's not enough, we know what comes next. Xander is in serious trouble. No, he caught it. He caught it. Well scouted by Xander. And now can Xander capitalize? There's a single leg Boston Crab in the middle of the ring. Dangerous position here for Charles Black, who's already taken quite a beating tonight. Can he fight out of it? Yes, he can. He breaks it. And Charles Black was looking for the taste of pain there. He didn't quite find it. Oh, went for a knee lift, but well caught there by Charles Black. And Black desperately now trying to force his way back into this match. But the cards have definitely been stacked against him so far. Xander looking for a strike. Couldn't find it. Instead, Charles Black now looking to counter with a reverse STO and plants him face first into the canvas. Flips him over. Desperately trying to get the cover and get rid of Chase Xander. It's a 1 count only, and that must be the most worrying thing that he has seen or felt so far in this match. Xander is in complete control, and he's only at 1 count stage right now. Trying to bring him back to his feet. Here's Xander, but well counted again by Charles Black. Black now, this is where he can be sadistic and aggressive when he is under pressure and when he is not in charge. And look at the hostile reaction from the crowd. Nothing but boos and thumbs down. They are not happy to see Charles Black fighting his way back in this matchup. Chase Xander, though. There's a stiff elbow. And that stunned him. And that might have taken advantage. Oh, look at this. No! Look at this! Adding insult to injury. He's hit Charles Black with his own move into the cover. Is that enough to beat Black? Yes, it is! The ultimate humiliation by Chase Xander, who gets his first win here in Revolution. Big win for Chase Xander. And he did have some help off the distraction. He managed to dominate for large portions. Charles Black started to make a comeback, but he just couldn't hit his own finisher. Instead, he gets hit with it. And Chase Xander is rewarded for his incredible effort here tonight with his very first win. Well, an interesting matchup. Leaves us with many questions. Why did Colt Storm come out here? What was that all about? And Chase Xander, though, won't give a crap about any of the questions. The only thing he's got is an answer to who won the match. And that is Chase Xander, who continues to chase the dream here in Revolution. A big victory for Chase Xander here tonight. Can he carry this momentum now? We don't know, but a win against Charles Black is definitely gonna shoot him up the rankings here in WIW. And we'll have to wait and see how Chase Xander deals with the situation. Charles Black, the last time he lost cleanly, oh god, that led to a month-long rivalry. A months-long rivalry there. But Colt Storm definitely didn't make it a clean victory. But Charles Black, I can't imagine, is going to let this one slip under the radar. Let's move on down the rest of the card. Next up, the main event. Well, I guess in terms of the match main event, it won't be the main event because, of course, we've got the briefcase opening right after this where we will find out who is getting fired from WIW and who gets title opportunities. But one of them will potentially get an opportunity at this man. The retaining Revolution champion, the forgotten one, Amari Williams, who has done a fantastic job of retaining so far. If you are Amari Williams, you'll see it that way at least. Amari Williams has done every cheap tactic in the book to get the job done. And of course, his recent one was bringing out Nicky Hagan to the ring to distract Mark Williams so he could roll him up and retain his Revolution Championship. However, though, we did get to sit down with Amari Williams earlier on this week to talk about that. And here's what he had to say about the whole Nicky Hagan situation. I know everyone's going to go around and say it's my fault and that I was the one who attacked Hagan, but it wasn't me. I had nothing to do with Hagan coming out in our match. I didn't even know that Hagan was out there. But you know what? You can blame me all you want and call me a cheat and a liar and a loser. But the fact of the matter is that Mark Williams couldn't beat me. No one can beat me. So you can use all the excuses you want. I am still the champion. Well, Amari Williams there claiming he had no business of the reason Nicky Hagan coming down to the ring. And Nicky Hagan, of course, as we heard from the general manager, will be spending the next few weeks out of action, potentially. Apparently, though, he is coming to speak to us next week about what happened. And that'll be interesting to see how that goes down. But Amari Williams claiming he had nothing to do with the incident. However, he is being investigated as part of the kidnapping and the assault of Nicky Hagan. Nicky Hagan, though, of course, has still been a little bit speechless after that, but still, tonight, Omari Williams will once again be looking to show off his strength again as he takes on a big, big opponent here tonight in Malcom Black. The Scotsman ready to step up again here tonight to the Revolution champion, who I believe they've actually encountered each other before. But usually, most Malcom Black matches usually have someone getting involved. I remember all of his confrontations with Charles Black, someone got involved. So we'll have to see what happens here tonight. But for this man, Malcom Black, who of course we saw how good he could be in the Road to Glory tournament, couldn't get past Ryan Riley, unfortunately. But we've seen his skill before, so we'll have to see if he can carry on that momentum. We know what he's done outside of WIW, but it's not about what you do outside of WIW, it's about what you do inside WIW. And Malcom Black knows that too well, and that's exactly why tonight he's hoping to get a huge, huge victory over this man, the champ. Will he be able to do it? We'll find out. The bell rings, and away we go. And look at Omari Williams straight out the gate here with a big, big suplex. I didn't want to waste any time here getting started on Malcom Black. We know how tough of a fighter Malcom Black can be, which is exactly why you can't give him the upper hand. And Omari Williams, of course, did get off to an amazing start at the Revolution pay-per-view against Mark Williams. And Mark Williams gave everything he could in that match. And of course, right as it looked like he was about to lock in that submission hold and make Omari Williams tap out, Omari Williams was helped by a distraction by Nicky Hagan, who would escape his kidnapper and beat him down. We still haven't got Nicky Hagan's word on what happened, but I'm sure we will find out soon enough what went down. But Omari Williams took full advantage, as he always does, and always uses some kind of cheap tactic to get the job done, but he had to, because he knew as soon as that submission was locked in by Mr. Mark Williams. I forgot the name there for a second. If Mark Williams locked that in, he knew it would have been lights out. No one has escaped that submission hold yet. And the Forgotten One refusing to let his title reign come to an end. No surprise that he took full advantage and just took the easy way out and rolled him up. He'd landed his big shots, but they didn't work. And instead, Omari Williams had to just take the opportunity when it came. And right now, he's doing a great job here against Malcom Black. And that's the thing with Omari Williams. He is a fantastic fighter. He wouldn't have been the Revolution champion if he wasn't, because he would have lost it very, very soon. But he always comes prepared with a backup plan. If things are going wrong for Omari Williams, then that leads him to, bring out these cheap tactics and escapes that he needs to keep himself dominant. And a beautiful middle rope Phoenix splash there from Malcom Black, and he's not really one that we know for his athleticism so far in his career, but he's definitely showing it here tonight as he bounces off the springboard as well. And Omari Williams taking a bit of punishment there from Malcom Black. Malcom Black, the Scotsman. We know Scotsmen tend to do very well here in WIW. Just ask the longest reigning champion ever in Big Willie. But, yeah, it's been a rough start to life, to say the least, for Malcom Black, who, of course, I believe actually came in at number 30 in the Royal Rumble and was eliminated a few moments after. But Malcom Black with the double knees there has the champion on the ropes quite literally right now and playing to the crowd there. Malcom Black, and a big clothesline sends the champ over the top. And of course, win or lose here tonight against the champ, you want to put in a good performance. We've seen a couple of people do it already tonight. Codie Hale, who I believe he actually knows very well, managed to get a victory over the champ here tonight. And of course, we'll find out later on tonight what her prize was for winning the Feast and Fired match. Maybe Malcom Black wishes he took that gamble now at joining the Risk and Reward match. But then again, it's too big of a risk for some people. Malcom Black just wanted to keep his job, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't even approached about it. I have no idea what happened. But Malcom Black, right now, taking an opportunity to take some shots at the Revolution champion and test his game. And right now, doing just that, but not coming out the top end of it. And now Omari Williams looking to wipe out Malcom Black from this matchup. Black's in trouble here. There's the cutter. As we've seen from so many superstars before, Amari Williams slams him down onto the apron, out of the powerbomb cutter. Oh my god, it's not enough though. Malcom Black gets the shoulder up in time. Wow. And now Amari going to have to go straight back on the offensive there, as he is surprised that that didn't get the job done. Look at this. Malcom Black is clearly hurt, but Amari Williams begging him to get back to his feet. Oh my god, look at this. Is he going to set up for another one now? Gets him up in the powerbomb position. Oh no, this one's going to be a buckle bomb. And all of a sudden, Malcom Black is under the pressure from Amari Williams, who is refusing to give him any space to get back in this fight. All these counters, and still he hasn't been able to capitalize, but he gets one there, and into a Hurricane Rana goes Malcom Black. And now Black playing to the crowd, to quite a good reaction as well. The crowd seemed to be behind Malcom Black. And Amari Williams, of course, hasn't exactly made a friend of the crowd in recent weeks. And now look at this, a submission hold here, as he's got him in an arm lock. And now he's in trouble. The champ might tap out here. The Revolution champion in trouble as his submission hold is locked in, but he pushes out. Luckily, he holds on there. But Malcom Black, look at this. I thought he was going to go straight back on the attack, but he didn't. Instead, he gets caught into that hold and drops him down on the ropes. And sizing up his target now, the Revolution champion, who's had to work maybe a lot harder than he anticipated here tonight. Malcom Black putting up one hell of a fight against the champ. And now he's got him up on the shoulders. Can he capitalize? Slams down the champ and looks back into this submission hold. Look at this. This time a different submission hold by Black. And now the champ's in serious trouble. The champ's tapped. The champion has tapped out. Malcom Black has just beaten the Revolution champion. And it has not been a good night for the champions. Malcom Black has just beaten Amari Williams. And not many people have actually done that so far. But Malcom Black's just done it. And I can't believe it. Malcom Black just beat Amari Williams clean in the ring via submission. And look at him, he can't believe it either. A big win for this man. He gets the job done here tonight. And what a huge victory for Malcom Black. Oh, wait a minute, look at this. Oh, from behind, look at this. Mark Williams. And he does not look happy right now, but he's taking his frustrations out on Malcom Black. Well, of course, we knew he wouldn't be happy after everything that went down at the pay-per-view. But now taking it out on the man who just defeated the Revolution champion clean in the ring. Well, right now, Mark Williams sending a message to the champ and to the man who just beat him that he is not done hunting the Revolution Championship. A big knee strike to the face of Malcom Black. And the Hitman for hire, look at the smile on his face. Amari Williams, he's done a runner. He's not having any of it. The referee being told to get out of the way. And he is taken out there. That's exactly what happens when you don't listen, referee. And the referee made to pay for it there. And look at this. He's still not done. Still beating down on Malcom Black. And what did Malcom Black do to deserve this? All he did was turn up for a match. No, no, no. Look at this. No, this is not necessary. And the referee is down as well. He is defenseless. He can't help him. He gets taken out with the clothesline and now beating down on the outside. And Malcom Black looks like he's made an enemy here. Or maybe this is all just one sick message he is sending to Amari Williams again. Because look at this. Beating him down brutally inside the ring. And Mark Williams attacks and ambushes Malcom Black here tonight. And to the displeasure of the crowd. Well, maybe it is to the pleasure of the crowd. I don't know. A bit of a mixed reaction, but Mark Williams making it clear he's not done with Amari Williams and he doesn't care who he has to take out in the process. He will take him down. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time to move on. Despite Mark Williams just absolutely brutalizing Malcom Black. He's going to receive some medical attention, but it's time to open all 4 of the risk and reward briefcases. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time to see what was in the briefcases. It's time for the results, and we are going in the reverse order of which they were picked off. So the person who will open his briefcase first is Franco, the Madman Ricky, and the general manager deciding to do this in reverse order due to the fact that, of course, those who won first, well, they can find out last. I guess. I don't know the logic behind it. That's what she's decided to go with. And Franco, the Madman Ricky, who won briefcase number 4 to end the match and the pay-per-view, is up first. And statistically, he has the lowest chance of picking out that fired notice and having his contract terminated. Let me remind you once again of what the prizes are. They are a Revolution Championship match, or if in the Women's Championship match, depending on who wins that one, just in case, clear on my bases there. A Tag Team Championship opportunity at the Immortals Tag Team titles. A spot in the Men's Money in the Bank ladder match for the Uprising pay-per-view. That will be coming in just 2 short episodes' time. And the other is a contract termination notice and a firing from WIW. Well, Franco is up first, and I'm nervous. I don't know what's going to happen or who's going to get what, but it's going to be interesting. It's time to open the first briefcase. Briefcase number 4. Well, Ricky looks inside. He doesn't look phased at all for the second. And it's a Money in the Bank entry. He is going to the Uprising pay-per-view. And there's your confirmation. He is the final entry into the Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And look at the relief on his face. He was worried for a second there, but he has survived. Franco, the Madman Ricky, is going to face at the Uprising pay-per-view for a world title opportunity in a Money in the Bank ladder match. He is joining an elite group, but a big victory for him. It's not a guaranteed title, but then again, none of these are. But a big win for Franco, the Madman Ricky there, which means that's more pressure applied to the rest of the group. Everyone else who has got a briefcase is under pressure now. But Franco can celebrate, and a huge chance of yes from the crowd, who are over the moon with that result from Franco, who can now leave tonight. Very happy man. But next up, it looks like we're going to get briefcase number 3 out here, and it is Little Miss Lightning in a Bottle, Codie Hale, who shocked everyone when she managed to win a briefcase at the Risk and Reward pay-per-view. The only woman in the match, and she managed to walk away with the win despite the fact that she was targeted by mutually assured destruction for the majority of that match. Regardless, she's got it, and there is no more Money in the Bank spot for her, so she either gets a Revolution Championship match or a Revolution Women's Championship match, it would be in her case. She will get a tag team opportunity, and God knows what would happen there, or she will be fired. It's a third of a chance of capturing a contract termination. It's a big risk now, with Ricky taking it away. The odds of her surviving it get smaller and smaller. But it is time to open the briefcase. And what's inside for Codie Hale? She doesn't know. It is the Revolution Championship match. She is guaranteed a Revolution Championship match, which of course will change now into a Revolution Women's Championship match. And look at the relief on her face. She can't believe it. Well, she just beat Bianca, the Women's Champion, tonight. And now she is guaranteed a title match to face her. And remember, she can cash it in whenever she wants, but she must give notice that she is cashing it in. But the general manager will be paying attention close to this. She's been wanting the women to step up and stand out, and Codie Hale has done that by not only winning, but now Bianca must be scared because the woman who just beat her is coming for the championship. A huge, huge victory for her there. But now it's getting scary for the final 2, and the next man down to the ring is the holder of briefcase number 2, and that is Joey Monet, one of the surprise entrants into the Risk and Reward ladder match. The other was Jackson Wagner, but it was Joey Monet who managed to pull it down. Now, this is not looking good for him or Zaza. Inside that briefcase is either a shot at the Revolution Tag Team Championships, or it is a contract termination and a permanent firing from WIW. If he doesn't have it, that means that Zaza is guaranteed to be fired. A lot of pressure here. It's a 50-50 chance between these two as to who is getting fired and as to who is getting a title opportunity at the Tag Team Championships. And neither one of them actually are in tag teams. Neither one of them have partners. But that is the only other prize that is up for grabs. And they'll both be hoping they can take it. Let's open the briefcase. He looks inside. Oh, and a shake of the head there. Is that what it is? Oh, it is! Oh, no! His contract's done! Joey Monet gets the fired thing, and he's been fired from WIW. Look at his face! He can't believe what he's seeing! And he snatches it from the referee's hands in disgust. And that is a disproof face as I've ever seen one. Joey Monet has just been fired from WIW, and look at the disappointment on his face. And look at this, grabbing that big belt now. And I don't think he's too happy about what's happened here. And he's just thrown it away. He's not interested. Joey Monet's just been fired from WIW. I cannot believe it, ladies and gentlemen. But that does guarantee one thing for Zaza. That luckily for him, he is coming out here on a formality. Joey Monet is fired. He is gone. And he is never permitted to come back into WIW. Which means Zaza, inside briefcase number 1, holds the Tag Team Championship opportunity. Well, that's an interesting one for Zaza. I mean, it takes the pressure off of knowing that he's not guaranteed to be fired. But for Zaza, he doesn't have a partner. And he's got to take on the tough badasses, quite frankly, that are the Revolution Tag Team Champions, the Immortals. So not only is he going to have to find a partner, which makes me think he won't cash it in straight away, but he's got to take on the Immortals. That's going to be a tough task. I just feel bad for Joey Monet. What a shock. It didn't really hit me what was going to happen until it happened. But here's just all the formalities. It's a confirmation that indeed it's a Tag Team Championship match for Zaza. Guaranteed. He is holding a championship match for the tag team titles whenever he wishes to cash it in. And he can celebrate now. Thank God for that in his case. But for poor Joey Monet, he has been fired. His contract is terminated. And he is no longer officially, as of today, a member of the Revolution roster. That is going to wrap up tonight's huge show. Commiserations to Joey Monet, but congratulations to Franco the Man Ricky, Codie Hale, and Zaza for all your opportunities. I hope you managed to take advantage of all of them. That's going to wrap up tonight's show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. Be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts and feelings on tonight's show, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.